Here we are, folks. The end of this chapter, the end of the story. And as usual, when it comes to series like this, I will be taking a break and doing something else for a bit, because if I do multiple ones in the same row, I'm going to be driven insane, and nobody wants that. I'll start complaining and start being more angry about a fic and looking at smaller mistakes and let that affect me. So, next after this is going to be Ace Combat Equestria, then we'll get back to this, and then another fic, and then finish it off with Son-in-Law Discord. Furthermore, hey, listen, Bringer! What? Is it Spike? I'm talking to the audience right now. I know. But I figured since this is the end of the fic, I finally got it. I finally got the perfect anniversary surprise that you could do for, fall. And that way, you can, just maybe let me have these scenes with Applejack. Spike, it's the last chapter. Aren't you a little bit late? I know, but there's still 2 more stories, right? Yes. Well, if I could give you a blast of an idea for the anniversary of fall, you can let me have those scenes with Applejack. Promise? I promise. Okay. So, how about this? You instead do a deconstruction of it with Samus Aran. Spike? Yeah? You do realize I wrote that and canceled it when I ran out of ideas, right? Yeah. So, yeah. No dice. Curses! I'll be back. You'll see! I'll come up with a brand new idea, and then, I'll make you actually give me some seeds of Applejack. Smoke bomb! Trix. Yes? I could have been crueler with this sketch. How so? I could have ended it with, I already have an idea for the anniversary, and then tell her to walk off. But I think the smoke bomb joke worked way better in his favor. Oh yes, indeed. Shall we begin? Of course. The wedding. When the princesses heard of Discord's sudden reformation, it was no surprise they were skeptical about the situation. It was Luna who eased their worry when she said, "You gave me a second chance, sister. Why should you not do the same for him?" Needless to say, it took an earthquake for Discord to gain their trust. After he saved Carolot from a natural disaster, Princess Celestia saw that he had truly reformed. An earthquake? Out in the middle of... Blew! Is there a fault line running through Carolot Mountain that I don't know about? Bloop! Of course, it was difficult for Discord to go from plotting against Equestria to doing good deeds. But for the sake of pleasing his beloved, he controlled himself. Most of the time. He still played a few pranks on ponies every now and then, but hey, he was the Lord of Chaos after all. Life in Equestria could not have been better, especially for Fluttershy and Discord. Now that the tension was lost between them, their dates were less stressful. When he was not spending time with her, the Draconics was helping ponies with their problems. For instance, he settled the disagreement between Spitfire and Rainbow Dash. It turned out that the Prior was giving the latter a hard time because he was jealous of her and Soren. Shame! He also used his magic to protect Equestria from disasters, making Fluttershy the proudest pony in the world. I still have a complaint about that whole Soren, Rainbow Dash, and Spitfire. I mean, really? Jealousy? You could have said, because Rainbow Dash was spending too much time making out with Soren. You could have said, oh, because Rainbow Dash was too busy snogging Soren. Oh, because Soren was too horny for Rainbow Dash. No. It had to be, Spitfire was jealous. It was a year following their confession when he proposed again. He had surprised her while on a picnic, making the ring box appear and prompting the question, as he had done a year ago. Only this time, she was more willing to say yes. He gave her the very same ring, but the inscription had changed. To my one and only Fluttershy. She read, "The love of my life, the apple of my eye, my other half. Without you, my life is empty. I still think that one day I'm gonna wake up and meeting you was all a dream. But if it is, I'll take it. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I hope you can say the same about me. Once he realized that she had been turning the ring over and over, the message continuing, she looked up at her conquest. I'm not gonna ask how you managed to fit all that in. He chuckled. Believe me, that's the short version. It took a month to plan the wedding. It was even bigger than when Cadance and Shiny Armor had gotten married. Hundreds of ponies came from Ponyville, and nearly every pony encounter attended. Even though few were fond of the groom, Aerospacey's marriages were very rare. Of course, many were skeptical of the match, but if Pegasi unicorns and Earth ponies can cut along, why could not Pegasus not marry their conquests? Yeah, if a dolphin and a dog can get together, why can't our mom and dad? Yes, tell the world. Tell it. Hey! Trixie thought we agreed. No stealing from the Nostalgia Critic! I can't help it, it's one of my favorite jokes. On the big day, the bridesmaid hastened to get Fluttershy ready. Rarity, obviously, had made dresses for all of them, including the Flower Girls, Apple Bloom, Sweetbelle, and Scootaloo. Twilight was performing the ceremony. Oh, you look absolutely gorgeous, darling, Rarity exclaimed once he had made the final adjustments to Fluttershy's gown. She directed her towards the mirror, and Fluttershy thought she was looking at another pony. Her dress was simple but elegant, with a vine design for the trimming. Her veil hung from a wreath of pink roses, was set perfectly atop her curled hair. Rarity, she marveled, it's beautiful. You're beautiful, Fluttershy, she hailed. I only made you better. Rainbow Dust laughed. I never thought you'd be the first of us to get married, Flutters. Unicorn sighed. Yes, I thought it would be me, as I take Cascade's bouquet, but... Oh, you really do knock the pot, sweetie. Maybe you'll be next, Rainbow. Applejack chuckled, teasingly poking the blue Pegasus in the side. Sorry, my pal, the question ain't on now. Ew! Piggy time. Now you have another one. That's a sweet sound. Knock it off, you guys. Rainbow sighed, blessing. We've only been dating for a year. Fluttershy, discard dated for a year. Yeah, but you love him, right? Well, I admit it. You love him. You love him. You love him. You... All right, I love him. Piggy touches the air. Ying! Another one! Now, hold it right there. He hasn't even asked you yet. Every pony burst out laughing, except for Scootaloo, who shifted her dress. Aren't we a little old to be flower girls? After all, we have our cutie marks. Maybe, Fluttershy replied, but I couldn't think of 3 fillies better suited for the job. Applejack laid a hope on her shoulder. We're really happy for you, Sugar Cube. Even if it's discord? Well, Rarity stammered, we may not approve of your choice 100%, but... Twilight finished her. We're happy that you're happy. There was a frantic knock on the door. Hey, Applejack, you in there? Emergency! Applejack approached the door. 1 second back. Oh, you're mad! Rarity yelled. Look at the rest! The cowgirl rolled her eyes. Do I have to go over this with you again? We don't wear clothes. Except for special occasions. Or when heat cycle comes along and you girls want to wear protection. But the best part is that you're not wearing clothes. Especially at a swimming hole. And you submerge yourself underwater, swimming for a bit. Splashing and swaying your long blonde hair back. Showing off every single one of your muscular curves, your strong body. And then swimming right back to that tree and just laying back and just letting the sun dry you while letting the golden rays of the sun just gleam over your lovely... Hey, focus! Sorry. As he opened the door, she saw the dragon in his tuxedo and top hat. He was still oblivious to her feelings. Yeah, he had none. Which had rapidly increased for the young bookstore owner. Thank goodness, I'm having a problem with... He froze when he caught sight of the mirror in front of him. I hardly recognized her without her hat. She was dressed in an autumn-colored gown, her hair wreathed in a ponytail and hanging loosely around her shoulders with a gentle curl to them, a wreath of roses slightly slightly on top. She looked, well, like a girl, and not that bad. She's gorgeous in anything she wears. Especially if I find good reasons to give her that that weird handkerchief that somebody fan art give her. Seriously. Somebody fan art give her this little neckerchief that hangs around her neck for no good reason. I ain't even found a reason to give her one. Applejack raised an eyebrow when she noticed me staring. Was everything all right, Lindsay Brinker? I shook my head. Yeah, oh, what was I saying? You have a problem? Yeah, Spike's whining. Oh, again? He spiked me while peered over a flashlight, restraining a whisper. Cold feet. The cowgirl gasped and called to her friends. I gotta go check on the groom. Meet y'all at the altar. Discord needed a best man or mayor, but unfortunately he was still a rookie at making friends. So Applejack had volunteered for the role. After all, she had been the first to support the match. When she and Spike entered the groom's dressing room, it was empty. They searched for all directions for their conquest. Discord, get your rope out here! Applejack commanded. You're getting married in 30 minutes! She then had a thought lit up. Sir Note Discord was hanging by his claws from the ceiling. The cowgirl stomped her hoof. Get down here! Make me, Discord taunted. I can stay up here all day. He summoned the pillows, stretched out against the ceiling. But you gotta get married. No, I can't go out there. Oh, no, you don't. You're not bad flesh at the altar. I'm sorry, Applejack, but this is the honest truth. I can't do it. You can't get cold feet. You're the one who wanted this to happen. I'm not the one with cold feet. He snapped his fingers, and Applejack yelled as he felt a sudden chill in her hose. She glanced down to see that they were encased in ice. Quit fooling and get down. Flesh has gonna be heartbroken. What makes you think she will be? She spun around as the Quackwest teleported beside her. She tried to tackle him, but her hose was stiff as ice. Discord sighed and went over to stare at his reflection in the mirror. What makes you think she'll care if I leave her? She'll probably be relieved. How can you say that? Spike inquired. Look, let's look at me. I don't know how I could possibly have thought that I could be worthy of her. She's the most beautiful pony that ever lived, and I'm just along with your conquests. Even though I'm not evil anymore, that's never going to change. But you're... Applejack attempted to walk over him, but could not shake out the blocks of ice. Spike used his dragon breath to melt them and free her. Thanks. She beamed, before approaching Discord. Now listen here, partner. Well, you might be different. I've never seen Fluttershy so happy in my life. It may not be the same species, but love comes in all forms. Yeah. Spike nodded. Yeah, I nodded. Like with me and... I was trying to avoid Applejack's gaze. Like with Spike and Rarity. Yeah. Discord huff, please. Like that's ever going to... Yow! He cried out as Applejack stepped on his tail, crested as he glared at her. What's that for? Never mind, lad, Southern Pony shouted. My point is that I know what love looks like, and I've never seen two ponies, or any other creatures, more in love than you and Fluttershy. Unless I was mistaken, you don't love her. What are you talking about? Discord snapped. Of course I love her. You think I would have asked her to marry me if I didn't love her? You think I would have given up all my plans for hostile takeover if I didn't love her? Well, let me tell you something, AJ. I love that pony more than anything. You hear? More than anything. Applejack smirked. What's you laying for, Lion? The Conquest blinked. They glanced at the mirror. Then he snapped his fingers, making a tuxedo appear on his body. Look out, baby. Your new hubby is coming. He slicked back his mane. Oh yes, you handsome devil. You can do this. I can't do this. He winced as Applejack nuzzled him inside. You better not, Barrel. Every pony was in their positions at the altar. Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie were lined up beside the bride's vacant space. Applejack stood alongside Discord. Spike ready with the wings. Twilight stood in the middle, beneath their arch of roses. The guests had all arrived, and the room was packed. Since Discord and Fluttershy had no relations, the Camelot folks sat on the groom's side, while the ponies from Ponyville and Cloudsdale sat at the bride's. Now, once again, we can't dismiss this fact just for forgetting about canon. Yes. Along with many of Fluttershy's animal friends. Discord can recognize a few faces, including Sakura, Big Magatos, and Cheerilee, who were married months ago. Woo! Bite me, cannon ship! Yeah! Cheer Mac for the win, baby! Woo! Gray Smith, Rainbow's boyfriend Sword, Fancy Pets, the case with their twin toddlers, Twilight's parents, Rarity's parents, Pinkie's family, Rarity's father, and many of Applejack's cousins, Celestia and Luna working in the back road. Once they were the tallest, Cadence and Shining Armor sat up front, holding their pink newborn filly. Oh, ha ha ha! Well, gotta use the fan name. Flutterby little... Flutterby? Named her in honor of Fluttershy, of course. Why not? Just keep on moving, just keep on moving, just keep on trucking. Twilight noticed Discord's nervousness. You're not getting cold feet, are you? Of course not. He choked. In fact, it's quite hot in here, don't you think? He tugged on the collar of his suit and wiped his sweat from his brow. You don't suppose she's changed her mind, do you? She's not late, Rainbow whispered. The ceremony's not supposed to start till 3. But everybody's here. Shall we start now? Ouch! Pull yourself together, Elzak hissed. Quit doing that. He pulled his tail away and turned it into a fan. Relax, we've been standing here that long. Are you sure? This seems like it's taking an eternity. I should know. I spent that time in stone. Well, that fair away. It's starting. Sure enough, the bird choir began singing the bridal march, Angel directing them. Discord turned his tail to normal as the doors opened. As the flower girls hopped down the aisle, scattering their petals, he started panicking. What am I doing? I shouldn't be here. Why am I here? He looked up and remembered why. She entered the room with grace and elegance, causing every pony to gawk in awe. She walked down the aisle with her head held high, beating the groom's gaze through her veil. Her train was carried by many more birds. A smile spread across Discord's face. She's beautiful. Elzak gave a sly grin. Easy, sugar. Save her for the honeymoon. Meanwhile, the others were tearing up, including the flower girls. It's so romantic, Sleebell whispered. Let's hope he doesn't go all berserk again, Elbabloom muttered. No, Skidoo said. Maybe probably can handle that guy's Fluttershy. Fluttershy giggled at them as she passed by, then turned her attention back to Discord as she walked up the steps. He gently lifted her veil to reveal her beautiful face. After exchanging a loving look, they faced Twilight. Bears and gentlecolts, the Alcorn announced. We are gathered here today to celebrate the union of Fluttershy and Discord. Never in the history of Equestria has there ever been a love so powerful, so strong. Yet when it started from the most unusual circumstances, these two standing here have proved that love surpasses all differences, all flaws and all faults. She turned to the bride. Do you, Fluttershy, take this, draconic quest to be your awfully wedded husband, in sickness and health, until death do you part? Fluttershy looked up into Discord's adoring eyes. I do. And do you, Discord, take this mare to be your awfully wedded wife, in sickness and health, until death do you part? He was so lost in his bride's eyes, he did not hear her first. Oh, I do. Most definitely do. Twilight chuckled. In that case, may I have the rings? Spike presented the pillow, and Twilight used her magic to levitate the rings. One was attached to a gold chain, which he placed around Fluttershy's neck. The other slid onto the middle finger of Discord's lion paw. Well, we usually just most Pegasus just put the rings on our wingtips. By the power invested in me, the Alcorn continued, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. The Conquest did not wait for her defense and pulled his bride in for a dip before pressing against hers. Most of the audience cringed, but stopped their host in applause. Rarity noticed Rainbow Dash and tilted her head outside. Oh, wait! The Pegasus zoomed out of her gown and into the skies. The couple pulled away just in time to see her sonic rainbow through the windows. Best wedding ever! Pinkie cried. A reception was held in the garden. Final Scratch played the song for the bride and groom's first dance, Some Pony to Love. Discord had selected it, considering their song. Afterwards, a slower song was played, drawing various couples onto the dance floor. Silly? Soren bowed to Rainbow Dash. It's kind of slow, isn't it? Hey, I get your nut up for the challenge. Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying I can't handle a slow dance? Can you? She grabbed his hoof. Come on, you rascal. I'm just glad to have a romantic dance scene with some pony that's actually canon and not a fan in OC like Seventh Element. Fuck you, Fick. Meanwhile, Rarity was met with an all too familiar unicorn stallion. Mr. Rarity, Blue Pudge greeted. Would you call for a dance? She narrowed her eyes down. You're kidding me, right? Fortunately, she was saved by another stallion. Pardon me, Your Highness, but may I cut in? Reddy's eyes lit up at the sight of Fancy Pants. "You may certainly may." I sighed as I watched Rarity and Fancy Pants dance together. Applejack noticed me and just walked over. "Hey, you want to dance?" Me, you, dance? Yeah, everybody else is. Why not you and me? Come on. I heard you can actually slow dance a little. Well, I just, come on. Discord gazed down at his new wife as he buried his face in her fur. Does he notice a familiar figure skating out to the side? "Yo, Sakura," he called. First I looked up as he held her over to the zebra. "Greetings, you lovebirds, and salutations," she said. "I just wanted to offer my congratulations." "We have you to thank for this," the boy insisted. Discord raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean? I never told you." "See, before I accepted your deal, I went to Sakura for advice and she told me you weren't all that bad and we'd be happy together." "Wait, never told me what?" "That I asked Sakura for advice and she told me to make you that garden. Wait, hold on." He pointed accusingly at the zebra. "You knew this was all going to happen, didn't you?" Sakura laughed and walked away. "Nice to see you finally catch up. What do you think I set you up?" "But how did she? She's not even a unicorn. And that wasn't even a rhyme." Fluttershy sounds a little huff. "Does it really matter, dear?" He sighed and took her in his arms. "No, I guess not." The carriage was ready with 6 horses ready to take the couple home, but Discord waved them off. "No need to exert your boys. We can drive ourselves." "Oh, come on! We came in here. We get paid by the hour." He snapped his fingers, releasing the stallions, and opened the door for his bride with a bow. "Shall we be off, my dear?" First I was about to step inside, but paused. "Oh, I almost forgot." So he picked up a bouquet of flowers and tossed it over her shoulder. All the single mares rested to catch it. "All the single ladies, all the single mares, all the single mares, all the single mares. Now throw your hooves up." "That joke was old. Shut up!" "Mine!" Rarity shouted, trying to push the others out of the way. "I'll shut this time." But the cave went high above her head, and the crowd parted to reveal it had landed in Rainbow Dash's hooves. "Oh, boy, Dashy!" Pinky cheered. "That means you'll be next down the aisle." "What?" Rainbow Pegasus stammered, face flushing. Sorry, laughed beside her. "Well, you look pretty good in a wedding dress. Who am I to, Rainbow? There's something I've been meaning to ask you." Once the wedding newlyweds were out in the carriage, every pony waved to them, and he waved back until they were a spot in the distance. Discord sighed and glanced slightly at Fluttershy. Alone at last. As he put an arm around her and Acorn him, he turned to see Angel and the other animals sitting across from him. What are they doing here?" "Well, I said they could move in with us." "What?" "They're just gonna live in the garden. They won't get in the way." "But why do they have to ride with us? I could just set them to the garden and..." "Please, do you want to ride so badly? Don't worry. Once we get home, I'm all yours."
Oh, all right.
The entire ride was awkward and silent. Whenever Discord attempted to move in on his new wife, the animals would cry out protest and throw another acorn at him.
"I'm married to her. Get used to it."
When he finally reached the castle, Discord did not wait to get rid of the pests. "Okay, we're here. Now scram." He snapped his fingers, and they were gone in a flash. Fluttershy shook her head. "You're gonna have to learn to get along with them."
"Yeah, later. You'll dare slightly. In the meantime..."
He teleported himself outside and opened the door of the carriage. He then lifted her into his large bridal style and carried her towards the castle. Home sweet home. "I hope you don't mind, but I renovated a little." Fluttershy looked at the estate. A dark stone had been painted pink with dashes of green and purple. "It's much more colorful." Discord shrugged.
"Yeah, dark castles are kind of boring after a while. You like?"
"Oh, yes, very."
"Good, because this time you're never leaving."
She giggled as he poked her belly. "I think I can live with that." The front door opened automatically, and Fluttershy could not recognize the place. The main hall was still just as porcelain old stairs leading to nowhere, but the doors were right side up. The walls were also green, and the door was blue.
"What do you think of the interior?"
"Less dizzy."
"I thought you'd like it. Wait until you see the honeymoon suite."
At his command, a door hanging high on the wall with no stairs leading into it opened. He flew up to her and Fluttershy got to the core of the room. Everything was in the shape of her heart.
The bed, the pillows, the windows, the chandelier, the candles in the chandelier, etc. She doesn't know what to say about it. It's very mushy, I know. Makes me want to gag too. But this isn't how honeymoon's voice look. I want to know. Well, I'm too tired to change to anything now. The door is shut behind him, and a do not disturb sign appeared on the knob outside. Discord waved back to the gossamer curtains and laid his bride on his bed. Now we're alone. He whispered as he moved on top of her, pulled her in for a gentle kiss. When he moved away to look at her, he caressed her beautiful face. At long last, he had his prize, his true love. What made this moment even better was that she had married him willingly, no strings attached. He never thought he would be married, let alone to the pony of his dreams. Who knew what future lay ahead of them? Maybe one day they could have a foal and become a family. To him, that sounded a lot more promising than ruling Equestria. So he probably broke eye contact and looked up to the side. What's wrong, my love?
Nothing. I'm just a little nervous. This is a big step, you know.
Don't be. If I do anything you don't like, just say so. She gazed back up at him, and a small smile appeared on her lips.
I love you.
I love you too, my bodacious bride. He then clapped his hands and killed the lights. But what he didn't kill was this review. I'll admit, going into this, I was kind of nervous. This is a more famous fic. This is a more famous series than I'm used to dealing with. It's already got an audio play. Several hit ponies were in it, including one who played Discord way better than me, who played some of my favorite characters in Welcome to the Show on Josh Scorcher's little D&D session. I think Magpie and Narrator, I'm trying to compare myself to that. Not to mention, I give it a bad review. I look like I'm just chasing clout, trying to go, ooh, I'm mad, I don't like any of the popular stuff. If I like it, I just sound like I'm following the crowd. Those type of things come with this. But I've always told myself I'm an honest person. And one of the things that I'm honest about is also reminding people that this is one of those reasons why I get nervous when I do these type of fics that have already had multiple reads. Because I like giving other stories a chance. I like giving other stories a moment to shine. Because I don't know what I could say that hasn't already been said by probably every other reviewer who's read this, looked at it, and said it. However, I always thought I do this my own style. I've always told myself that I'm going to be unique. Again, this is why Follow Equestria will always be the last story on this channel. When I retire, Follow Equestria will be the last story. Because that shows I've run out of ideas. And it's hard for me to think of what else to say, but when I'm doing this story, I'm being myself. So I figure, why not? I actually review this the way I will any other story. With all the snark, comedic sketches, riffs that I can. Because I'm nothing if not honest about my feelings when it comes to a fic. If something is bad, I'll say it. If something's good, I'll like it. In spite of any popularity or what it makes me look like. So, which brings me to this story. I did like it. But not without some scruples. Let us begin. But hey, if I'm starting off with the bad stuff, you guys know I like it. First of all, topping it all out, God, I hate that third act breakup. I've read some of the comments that tried to say that, oh yeah, well, it's different. They were pushed, Discord pushed her away. It's called Break Their Heart to Save Them. It's part of the whole entire third act breakup trope. It ranks right up there with, go on, kid, I don't need you. I never loved you anyway. Run away, go. Type of thing you see in certain boy's best friend animal pics. It's annoying. And you could never dress it up enough for me to try to say that this is good. I've seen way too many movies. I've seen way too many shows where they try to pull this off. Because I looked at the text. This is not a tragedy, so there goes all the suspense that if Discord was going to separate from Fluttershy for very long. This is a romance story, so by, the confines of the genre, they're going to get together. It's like showing me a Fantastic Four film and have Sue date anybody other than Reed. Oh, gee, the other half of one of the most famous couples of all comicdom is dating somebody else. Gee, I wonder if Sue Storm is going to get together with Reed Richards. I would like to think I'm smart enough to connect the dots here. Third, this fic is called Bride of Discord. You have Discord holding Fluttershy on your cover image. I think I know how this is going to end. You spoiled it in the cover. I'm not blind here. This is not text to speech. Hello, would you like to some assistance? Get out. I think I know what's going to happen. And lastly, you had Sakura tell Fluttershy it was going to be okay. That it was going to turn out alright. You basically just spoiled the ending right there by having a prophet tell you, oh yeah, it's going to be alright. It's all ends in the night. Do this. It's like doing a joke where a time traveler pops up in the middle of the story and goes, hi, I'm very near the end of the story. Just came to get some things. Bye. Yoink. And yeah, Futurama did that, and that was funny. Instead, all it does is give me some needless padding that doesn't need to be here. All I'm wondering is, okay, why am I sitting through this? Why do I need this? My second problem comes with that whole entire wolf scene with Discord. I get it. It was trying to ape on the save Belle from the wolf scene. I get that. I get why it was there. I get what was happening. I just don't like it, personally. I owe the show for a lot. Getting me back into fanfics. Helping me look deeper into stuff. Become a better reviewer. But what also it helped me with was the fact that it helped me write women better. You've seen some of my old fics. You see me writing women as just little objects. This helped me write women in different categories and made them badass. Made them capable of their own, fighting on their own. So, when I see a fic, any fic, do this whole entire bit where Flutters and everybody else is cowering in fear for the Timberwolves, and this goes for the show too. Or cowering in fear from random MLTW. Oh! I hate it. I hate it on a fundamental level. Because it just makes me think we're going backwards. We are going back to how I and most of the other population saw this show and saw the girls. Not as these girls who kicked the ass of a demon or fought against an airborne elemental, but the old, oh, if only a human woman were here to save us. Oh, if only we had somebody to help save our butts. Oh, save us, you big strong man. I'm gonna level with you.
while I know waifu can refer to things like badass girls, I've come to loathe that term. Because it's like every time somebody uses the term waifu, they refer to, the Moe girl. The one with the big boobs and oh, I can't do anything. I need the big, strong main MC to save me. Give me a break. I love Applejack because she's strong and kicks ass. I love her because of her dedication to her family. I love Das because of her speed. Do you want to know who my waifus are? Colin Kozuki from Code Geass, who is the ace. It kicks everybody's butt. Jun Hono from Great Mazinger, who is Tetsuya's partner, who's known to wield an AK-47 and shoot down mooks. Lena Inverse, who throws fireballs like nobody's business. You're starting to see a pattern here. I see girls cowering in fear. I'm thinking we're taking a few steps backwards just so we can have a guy do the rescue romance. Hell, I parody that. It annoys me, and I'm just like, ugh, get on with it. I almost would have preferred Fluttershy to do something cool. Something that would show her to be on equal terms with Discord. Because without that, it kind of makes it feel like Fluttershy is a prize and not an equal partner to Discord. There's a reason why I love make friends and keep Discord. I like that for a reason. Because it did show that Fluttershy had her own strengths. But we don't have that here. It just irks me when I see that. Not helping the fact that it's also part of the third act breakup, and we all know I hate that. I also hate a little bit of Discord's actions. I think he could have been a little bit smarter. I also don't like the girls' this whole entire reasons for just making this a third act breakup. And of course, outside of this silly thing I have going with a side plot of Applejack, of me falling for Applejack and trying to confess my love for her, I don't like the Applejack and Spike one. It just doesn't make sense. And they kept referring to that one episode that you say exists, but I've never seen it. What the heck is a Spike at your service? Never even heard of that. Now, that out of the way. The romance scenes were cute. Whenever Discord was being a good person, it was adorable. I liked the cute little gifts here and there. I liked how it built up and worked through the emotions. I love Applejack being sensible one. Yeah, Pinkie, Steve's always tough to do. This fic did the mistake of going too far with the Pinkie. Sometimes you need to learn how to mellow her down in order to write her well. Too much she's a caricature. Too little she's not Pinkie. It takes the right flavor. I also love Rarity in this, and the set pieces were good. I love the use of the song, and it was a sweet fic. Not one of my favorites, but it was okay and way better than some Velvet. Well, as promised, next time, Ace Combat. Then we'll do Children of Equestria.